Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex technical analysis for today. So there is a whole lot of US data coming out this, this afternoon for me and early mornings for the US. And at the same time we've got the Feds busy with their Jackson Hole conference. So that's all the central bankers around the world that actually usually get together to chat, but this year it's virtual. And not many of the bankers are actually there, the central bankers. So we are waiting for Powell to chalk this afternoon, and that is more than likely going to impact the dollar one way or another. So at the moment we have the 8 hour, we've got a pretty strong move to the upside. We have a bit of a trend line break. Oops, that's not what I was looking for. Looking for that. We have a little bit of a trend line break. It doesn't matter which way I put it. If I take it there, you can see the trend line break. And if I take it there, you can see there's a trend line break. So at the moment, there's definitely something on the cards. Remember, if it does break above, let's just use the level I put in here. If it does break above this area here, which is 118.062, that validates a double bottom with diversions. You can see low, high, low, lower, low. So at the moment, it does look like we are just retracing in the downward trend, but looking at the price action over the last couple of 8 hour bars, you can see the buyers coming in off the bottom here. So let's just look at the hour, see if there's anything pretty much the same as the indexes, to be honest. So rallied, and then we just kind of drifted lower yesterday, and now we're starting to drift higher again with the oscillators also in a position to indicate that we are in oversold territory on the hour. So for me, we want to clear, I think let's clear all the noise. So we want to clear this area there. So I'm looking for a break above 117.600. I want to break and retest at 117.600. That would get me long with a stop below the current low of today. If we reject there, then if we get any sort of price action here, sort of inside bar, engulfing bar, pin bar, then I will take a trade on the break of that price action to the short side with a stop above the high, the current high, wherever that price action happens. So that's kind of the story here. It does look like a bit of a flag though. So you can see there's the flag there. So I think looking at the hour, probably favoring the move to the upside. Okay, so that's kind of that structure. It is data, so I'm going to be sitting on the sidelines for dollar pairs. So I'm not really interested in this, but if you are insistent on trading this, I would be down on the 50-minute. But look at this chaos on the 50-minute. So you're going to want to see structure build on the 50-minute before getting in on this. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. And this is still a sit on hand scenario for me. We are still very much sideways, above and below the moving averages. Oscillators are now grouping to the upside, which is indicating we are looking for a move to the downside. So there's a little bit of confusion as to which direction the dollar is going at the moment. And you can see that between both pairs right now. So if you look at the hour, in my view, we are still sideways. You can see this is sideways. It does look like a flag as well. Oscillators are starting to group the downside. So you'd probably be well served with a London breakout strategy type scenario. So if it breaks above this structure here at 110.121 and finds support there, that's going to be a trigger for the long. I'm not really interested in anything else at the moment, so not really interested in climbing in short just yet. It is sideways, so if it breaks the range to the upside, that's what we'll be looking at. We're going to have to break below somewhere around 109.500 for me to even start looking at shorts. So that's the one scenario there. Then moving on to British pound Japanese yen. So let's get that on the 8 hour. We had a pretty strong move up. As I suggested yesterday, we're one of these two zones. You're expecting the sellers to step in at 151.500 area, and that's exactly what transpired. We do have a bit of a crossover on the oscillators at the moment, so this could be forming a bit of a flag here. It's not pretty, but you'll get the picture. So that could very well be a bit of a flag forming, and if that is the case, then you're looking for this whole move down. Well, first this one here, so this from 151 to 410 down to the bottom here, that is the length of your first measured move. So it is something like that. which will basically bring us back down to come test the bottom. So that would be the first move. And then the second move is going to be a continuation of this whole move here, like that. So let's just get down to the hour and have a look at what we have here. So that is the structure. You can see pretty solid trend line down the bottom here that is broken. We've had 3 touches on it. And then if I just fine tune this line, you can see how many touches are on there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fractals on that, and 3 on the bottom. So, and a move below the moving averages at the moment. So for me, we are looking for a potential move to the downside right now. So I want to see if we can maintain this retest of the 155. Remember, the 155 indicates our trend. So at the moment we're below it. So it's looking like a downward trend that is forming. So what I want to see is a retest of structure and then a move to the downside. The retest that I'm actually looking at is firstly 151178 and then 150982, and the last one is pretty much somewhere in amongst all this mess here, which is 150760. So that's kind of the structure there. That does look like we are heading for another leg lower. And then lastly, Euro British Pound. I'm just starting off on the weekly here because we've had this downward trend for so long, and it's been messy. We've been speaking about it for quite some time, but you can see this big engulfing weekly bar here. Then we ended up with a inside bar with a continuation, and then this week is looking like it's going to be a continuation to the upside. So for me at the moment, what we're looking for, if we come down to the 8 hour, is to see if this trend reversal is on the cards. So I spoke about it yesterday. I wanted to see us hold this 155. We have done it at the moment, and we've sort of ranged about there, ready for a break either way, and then we continue to the upside. Oscillators pointing to the upside as well. So right now, that is a hold. We were below that environment yesterday, and now we are back above the moving averages at the moment. So for me right now, pull back onto structure would get me long, but I think I'm going to let this play out for the week rather, because it's been a pretty long and messy downward trend. Let me just minimize that. You can see over the weeks it's just been up and down, up and down, up and down, pretty volatile all over the place. And now we're forming the structure here with higher highs and higher lows on the 8 hour, and it'll probably spill over to the weekly and the daily now as well. So we've got a crossover here as well, the moving averages, and the point is I want to see it stay and hold for the week. So that's why I say I would rather just wait this one out for the week, not bother trading it today. But we'll see what happens on Monday, because if this holds, or if we get above these highs, if we close above these highs here today, and that is 085939, then I expect a stronger euro moving forward against the pound for at least a couple of weeks. Okay, so anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and enjoy the weekend. We'll catch up with you on Monday. Cheers for now.